Well, today, as promised, we're going to do our smoked salt recipe. I won't call it Mojo salt. I really wanted to sell this stuff, but it's a process of making, so I'm just going to give it to you for free. Keep one of these in your pocket. That way when you're out on the town, it comes in handy for spicing up that there nasty steak that you pay good money for. Because, nobody cooks a steak like us. This is the finishing rub right here. That's what it looks like. Let's get to making it. We're going to start out with salt. There's a lot of salt. This is what I can get here. It's good using, but it's not consistent. Order you some of this. Now, that's where your flakes are consistent. We're going to use it, in a rub here, maybe next video. And order you some of this Malden sea salt flakes. This is what we're using for finishing salt. It's takes that smoke real good. Plus, it adds a little texture and crunchiness as a finishing rub. Pick you up these little 3 cheap pizza pans from your local store. These, I believe it's 2.5 inch bolt sets. Rig them up like you got here. That way we can stack it a little higher and get more salt. Because when you do the salt, you really don't want a thick layer. You want a thin layer. That way you can get smoke penetration all the way through. Man, just look at those crystals. Just do that with both kinds. Like I said, we're going to make a finishing salt and a rub making salt. There we have it. We got one little pan in the middle. Now you see why we use those bolts to separate them. We're going to cold smoke some cheese. Don't know why, just never done it. Thought maybe I'd smoke it. It'd come in handy for a video in a week or two. Get your hair spritz lady bottle, hairdo lady spritz bottle there. And some of this here Tennessee Courage. Pour you up a couple shots. That's going to come in handy for smoking salt. Because it needs a little moisture to help that smoke stick. Give her a good spritz there. Mix her around. Make sure you get all sides coated. And do that for both kinds of salt. Like I said, you don't have to do both kinds of salt. I'm just doing it because I may have a video out here Thursday using that salt on the top. Other thing we need here is one of these smoke tubes. Nope, that's a smoke box. I like this one here because it gets me a 12-hour burn. You can use a tube. I just like this one. I'll leave a link below. And for smoke, we're going to use cherry. Make sure that you get 100% cherry wood. You can use hickory. It's a little stout, but you don't want a mixed pellet there. You want a pure-blooded cherry pellet. Get her packed in there and get everything. Oh, yep, you got to have a meth lighter. And let's get this stuff outside onto the grill. I do mine on the Weber. Hence the reason I use a round pizza pan. And all you got to do is get one corner lit, let it burn for about 10 minutes to get the fire started, then blow it out for that awesome smoke. Once we get it down here in the bottom, man, I cleaned that grill, but whew, looked pretty rough down there. All right, we're going to put this grate back on and just let you watch that smoke come through that there logo in the middle. That looks good, kind of cinematic. All right, get everything stacked back up. We're going to spritz one more time, get that cheese in the middle, one more layer, hit it with that Tennessee Courage, cover up. I'm going to take it, I'm going to close my top vent about halfway, bottom vent is wide open. We're going to let her smoke away for about an hour. Once that hour's up, this is what you got. What I want to do is every hour on the hour, come in, break that salt up just a little bit, give her another spritz, restack her, spritz that top one, and we're going to do that every hour for at least 3 hours. Because you know why? Because if that 3 hour marks up, we're going to get that cheese off. Look at here. We made that cheese look pretty good. It's like a real barbecue man could eat that. Smells delicious. But we can't eat it now. We're going to vacuum seal it up good and tight. Stick it back in the fridge. Let's say for about 7 days. And gives us time to figure out what we're going to do. Now that we've got an empty shelf, might as well hit it with some peppercorn. We might use it one day. Now, here's the deal. If you want a smokier flavor, spritz every hour for about 6 hours. We're going to do this in 3 hours because I want a little less smoke flavor for these rubs. And that's it. After 12 hours, like I told you, my box burns for 12 hours. This is what you got. Some smoky and sticky pan salt. There you have it. Pretty simple. You have smoked salt, you have smoked pepper, you have smoked cheese. All you gotta do is get her off the pan into your storage container. I figure this will last pretty much forever. That's it. Get the other one broke up. And I'm just figuring now I could have made this video shorter. Give it the snort test just to make sure you did it right. And there you go. Use this one here for rubs or for prep work. Use this one for finishing. That's it. Oh, and we'll figure out what to do with this maybe next video. Alrighty. That's it. Appreciate you watching. You know I love you. And Mojo is out.